One.
Good morning, Writing 393. This is Professor Anderson, and I want to give you a quick overview of the whole course, where to find things, how to set up perhaps your calendar and or in general, get prepared for the course. So underneath of content, you will find, as I move forward, that we were on course home, and you'll see our announcements. You'll see the first screencast that you should have taken a look at. Underneath the content, you will find, as soon as it gets up here, our syllabus. Inside of our syllabus, you will note, as I pull through these tabs, sorry, my computer's taking quite a while. You'll note a full course description, a description of each of the required assignments. There are 4 writing assignments and 2 quizzes. These are the 4 writing assignments. See them under project descriptions. This technical writing is about writing processes and detailed instructions to a specified audience. So we're going to learn about how to identify audiences, how to identify an audience for a specific task, and how to break down the process of instructions for that audience with respect to the task. And inside of all of that, we'll keep in mind how to manage what's called white space. And that is basically how to make sure that you maintain a consistent flow of the eye through the paper, and we'll talk about that a little later. So these 4 main papers are an instructional manual, a technical description, a memo to me, and then the white paper, the final paper. Each of these requires a rough draft. All first drafts are considered your rough draft. And the rough drafts are a portion of the value of the whole. So I want to share with you a couple of things as we move down through here. I also have inside of the syllabus, you'll see the date for the first draft or rough draft, and then the date for the final for each of these papers. So I just want to share that with you. One place that you can find all of this, let me move up here, is in the assignments tab. So if we go to the assignments area, you'll see instructions, technical description, memo to instructor, and white paper. Each one of these assignments requires a rough draft, so please do not forget that. The rough draft is part and parcel of the writing process itself. So you create a first draft or rough draft of your assignment, you submit it into the folder, and then I produce an individualized screencast just like this one with your paper pulled up as I walk through your paper and the expectations of that paper. So it gives you an understanding of where you're meeting the objectives and where you need to maybe perfect a few areas or not quite meeting the objectives with respect to that assignment. So once you've received the feedback from me, then you're expected to integrate that into your paper and submit a second copy of it. So you will notice when you submit your papers into the assignment folder, you'll notice more than one file. You are welcome to submit as many rough drafts as you feel you need. The more communication you have between setting forth your ideas and integrating feedback from me, the better the likelihood of the outcome will be. So the more the rough drafts, the merrier. Somehow I could grammatically place that. So you'll have that inside of the assignments file. Your discussions are located underneath of discussions. And as we pull forward, I'm not sure if I'm not in longer here. So as we go through here, you'll notice that each of the discussions, it's taking a little while, are aligned and described here within each of the weeks. So I can stroll through and see each one of these of your discussion replies. So in week 1, you have 2 different discussion topics, just topic number 1 and topic number 2. And they have different sets of expectations. One of the most important aspects is, 1, you're expected to post your individual response to each discussion. And that needs to be posted by Wednesday. So each of the discussions will open up on Monday. By Wednesday, you should have responded or posted your response to that topic. And then you're also expected to respond to a classmate, and that needs to take place by Friday of the week. So the discussions remain open for the entire week, but in order to receive full credit, you must first publish or post your response to the discussion topic, and then responds to at least one classmate's discussion topic. So that is a little bit of information about the topics themselves and about the discussion topics and how to respond and when to respond, where to find your assignments, and how to make certain that you include a rough draft for each of the 4 writing assignments. So I hope that gives you a little bit of a heads up. I highly recommend opening up your calendar and just plugging in those dates of the rough draft due dates and the final draft due dates, and they're located inside of your syllabus just to get a heads up for how these next 8 weeks will proceed. I hope that's helpful.